Hi guys, welcome to a new video. Today we're going to look at this portulacaria afra lilliput. It's definitely the biggest lilliput that I have. This is one that I filmed a video on. This is one that I just let grow for 2 or 3 years in a kind of a grow pot, and then I finally decided to cut it back. And if I can find that video, I'll link it at the end. You know how the boxes show up. It'll be one of those videos. So if you want to take a look at the initial pruning on this after I just let it grow, but also kind of just let it grow again. I pruned it last year, sometime last fall, and it's just been growing, a little overgrown again, so I'm going to prune it. I was thinking about repotting it today, but I think I'll save that for another video. Like today we'll just get it pruned up and then let it recover, and then I'll come back and repot it in another video. But you can see it's got a decent trunk there, and the trunk's probably a good inch or so. Put my hand down there just for reference, but it's a good inch, maybe inch and a quarter diameter. I'll give you a little quick spin around here. It's kind of definitely overgrown. I've got to get the backside facing the sun. Looks like it had some dieback here on this branch. But yeah, it's not shaping up too bad, but we'll get some of this growth off of here so we can see what's going on underneath it. And I may end up with some new cuttings, because these lilliputs are a little harder to come by. So I try to propagate more of these than I do my other portulacaria, just because of that fact that these are harder to find sometimes. That'd be a nice cutting, decent thickness. So I'll probably end up rooting some of these. And I've got this branch here that's kind of drooped down. It's grown really long and it's drooping down in the front, so I'm just going to cut that back to here for now. But again, that's another cutting, so we'll probably have another 3 or 4 cuttings off of this. Don't save everything, but the ones that have decent size, I'll try to root. Go ahead and cut that a little shorter. Just trying to expose the trunk a little bit, so any of these that are hanging down in the front, I'm just trying to get those out of the way. And like these that are coming off these little shoots that have developed off the trunk, I'm just going to get rid of those. Looks like I've got a snail here, which isn't good. That means it's probably staying too wet. So I'll have to keep an eye on that. This was down lower on one of my shaded benches, so I need to definitely get it out to where it's getting more sun. Just staying a little too wet. I've got some more shoots that are growing off the base of the trunk. Get rid of those. Another cutting. Might be somewhat aggressive on this one, just to kind of get it back in shape, almost like a rejuvenation prune. Not quite as bad as that, but that's what it might end up looking like. Got some crossing branches here that I need to manage. This one here is hanging down. Get rid of that. Some of these long shoots off. This one's growing down. Get rid of that. Definitely I can see I need to grow a new top. I need to fill this space up here in a little bit. It's a little bare. I think once I get some sun back down on those, that'll start sprouting and grow out there. Yeah, see, look at this is growing. I thought it was a side branch over here, but it's growing all the way from this side. So let's take that one down. Get rid of that. It's a little long. I don't know if you can hear all these birds in the background. I'm outside today on the patio. These birds are pretty happy. I kind of like how this is kind of a, because the bark has really gotten rough. I kind of like how short it is and just how wide it is. It really looks like a old tree. So I might even take this top down a little bit more. Just kind of let it regrow and fill in. Just kind of use that as the top and just kind of let this fill into to a nice umbrella canopy. Yeah, there's as far as aging your trees and getting the trunks to thicken up, there's plus and minuses to just letting them grow unrestrained and then trying to prune them back. I've heard some people argue that you can get a trunk faster by just letting it grow, which you do, but then at the same time you're letting the top go, so some of these secondary branches get way too thick. So then you're cutting those back and then regrowing the top. So, I don't know if it saves you any time or not. It's just one way to do it, I guess. And, I don't know that there's any right or wrong way. Sometimes I'll start styling my tree and get it to where I like it, and then just do some kind of letting it thicken up over time and do maintenance pruning, because I like looking at the trees somewhat styled um, and not just overgrowing. But there's different ways to get to the same result. Yeah, this will be a lot happier just getting some more sun back into this back side here just to thicken that up. It's better. Still far from completely refined, but it's starting to look like a tree instead of just an overgrown mess. Still don't know if I need that. Yeah, I think I might just leave it just kind of like that for now. We'll come back and look at it again in a couple months, do some more pruning, maybe put it in a different pot, but maybe not. Kind of concerns me that I saw that snail on there, though. That means I might be retaining a little bit too much moisture, but it was also shaded. Like I said, it was in the shade part of my bonsai house, so I'll get it out in full sun, let it make sure it's drying out. And the snails don't typically like full sun like that, so all right, I think that's going to do it. I'll give you a quick spin around. There's the front, there's the left side, there's the back, right side, and back to the front. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.